So David Wright's about to hit, and this is Nomar's favorite swing, which doesn't surprise me at all. Let's see what he has to say.
Not a really big stride, nice, short, and compact through the zone, and have that tongue out there. Hear that? Sticking that tongue out gives him a little bit extra power to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
That was just great analysis by Nomar, talking about his tongue. I'm really impressed. So we're going to see his slow motion swing here in just a second, but what you're going to see is David Wright has the most handsy swing of anybody in the Derby. And you know, while Cano's my favorite hitter, and he didn't, other than Batista, and he didn't really get it done tonight, you can really see Wright have a quite different swing than everybody else with a big hand drive through the zone. I mean, it's just fascinatingly different in how he does. His body weight's forward, his back foot never comes off the ground, his chest is really forward, and he does almost have kind of a downward trajectory to what he's doing, which I think really limits his effectiveness overall. But I think long term, like David Wright's swing has really made it hard for him to become a generationally better player than he is. I mean, David Wright could have been like the best third base of his generation, but you can really see his hands drive, and that's just not as high level as the rest of the guys in his field. He's just playing against a stacked deck. What do you think, JK?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I mean, he's the only one that after a swing fell forward. Most of the other guys were popping off their front leg and then bouncing on their back foot after he swing. He's clearly falling forward right there after that swing. Very limited hip rotation because he lands with a front closed foot. Yeah, super not impressive from a pretty elite athlete that could be doing a lot more.
It just kind of makes me sad to watch his hands go. I mean, it really does. I just don't understand how, you know, he survives at this level. This would be an indication of a guy who really overcomes some of the things that he does. But he is an excellent player, and it just makes it even more amazing to me that he's able to do what he does. What do you think?
That's a tribute to how strong he is and how gifted his coordination is and his hand-eyes. You know, just again, you just take a look at a guy like that, and we always think about what we could be, and he's a guy that maybe could have been a lot more than he is right now. And you know, he's still making millions of dollars. So what can you say?
I mean, I'm going to go through this frame by frame for you. You know, it really is stunning. And the ball, you can see the ball coming at him, I hope. But it's just amazing how much movement his hands really get. And just how disconnected he gets and how he survives it anyway. I mean, he does get the barrel going back behind the ball, but like if that was something, if he came into my building, I mean, this is something we would work on and correct, and I think he's a guy who could hit a lot more home runs, maybe 15 more home runs a year. Instead of them having to move the fences in at Citi Field, maybe he could have just hit it a little further.